To run a successful business, you have to make your partners and customers feel good about their choice to support you and your product. But ESPN just flat out doesn't get that. For MRC-TV, I'm John Simmons and welcome to the woke world of sports. This past week, Dominique Foxworth and Bomani Jones discussed the NFL draft. Both men have a history of making racist claims about sports teams and fans, and once again, that held true in this conversation. Foxworth and Jones noted that black quarterbacks are now some of the best playmakers and highest paid athletes in the NFL.
Before we get to the Eagles and how scary that is, something just hit me. There's going to be some rule changes in the NFL. They're going to do something. And you may be looking at me like I'm crazy, but wait till I explain something to you. Then you're going to be like, yep, they about to fix this. Who's the best quarterback in football? Patrick Mahomes. Mm-hmm. Who's the two highest paid players in all the league? Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts. Who are the first three quarterbacks drafted in this draft? Black dudes.
Yep, something's going down.
Oh, we got a rule change coming down the pipe.
However, they argued that for fans that only know a handful of the best players in the league, the prominence of black stars would be unsettling.
And so you might be listening to this and thinking that Dominique is arguing that the NFL is just flat out, I hate black people racist. No, it's a different type of racism. It's because they think that you are I hate black people type of racist. They know that the stars of this entertainment property are the quarterbacks. That is who the people who are 3 degrees removed from you, who is a super fan, they don't know nobody but 4 or 5 quarterback names. And you know what they believe? The same way the NBA is probably concerned about all these international players. They know that the stars that sell consistently or that they have known to sell consistently are tall, white dudes.
The secret sauce for viewership is white.
So they're saying that a large contingent of fans only wants to watch white superstars play ball? How can that be true when Super Bowl 57, a game that featured 2 black starting quarterbacks, was the most watched NFL title game ever? But ESPN isn't just bashing NFL fans. No, the sports media giant is harming its relationships with other sports leagues as well. ESPN spends a lot of time covering the NBA. You would think that means ESPN would be giving plenty of favorable coverage to them, since both companies have sold their souls to the progressive agenda. Well, not so much. In early March, analyst Kendrick Perkins attacked the voting process for the NBA's MVP award, saying that Denver Nuggets center Nikola Jokic was getting strong consideration for the honor because he's white.
Subject. When it comes down to guys winning MVP since 1990, it's only 3 guys that won the MVP that wasn't top 10 in scoring. Do you know who those 3 guys were?
Who are they?
Steve Nash, Jokic, and Dirk Nowitzki. No.
Dirk Nowitzki.
What do those guys have in common? I'll let it sit there and marinate. You think about it.
He also accused the league's voters of being racist, which forced ESPN to issue an apology.
When Kendrick Perkins said 80% of NBA voters for the MVP award are white. The NBA publicly announces the voters each year, and after review, it is clear the panel is much more diverse than what was portrayed by Kendrick Perkins, and we wanted to make sure that we corrected that.
ESPN hasn't done a great job fostering its relationship with the NHL either. ESPN entered a 7-year broadcast deal with the league before the start of the 2021-22 season, so you would think that with that deal in place, ESPN would try to promote the NHL and its product. Once again, wrong. On March 2nd, First Take host Molly Karam and anchor Stephen A. Smith were in a discussion with sports broadcaster Michael Kay about which New York sports franchise would win a championship first.
Which team in New York do you think wins a championship next?
Rangers. Oh, Lord. Come on, Patrick Kane is able.
They don't count. Take them out. They don't count.
Only thing I know about hockey is that the puck is black.
Okay.
And I love Gary Bettman. That's my buddy who I owe a trip to the hockey game.
Right.
It is no disrespect to the Rangers and to Patrick Kane, of course, but just for Stephen
Football,
A.
basketball, baseball.
They don't count? Well, at least Smith noticed that the puck is black. No surprise there. I'm not really sure what ESPN's endgame is by criticizing the people that keep it in business or the leagues with whom it does business. But if this keeps up, the only thing ESPN will be the worldwide leader in is bankruptcy.
So folks, what do you think? Was my analysis a home run or was it a big swing and a miss?
Feel free to leave your comments and subscribe to our social media channels that still let you see our content. And always remember, be on your A game and don't cave to the woke agenda in sports. For MRC TV, I'm John Simmons.